know anything about Hassan. I wanted to do a quick interview with him before the match, but we were pressed for time because the last round just finished. Raj has been beat Mochi maybe 10 minutes ago, and all of a sudden he's playing again. They're keeping this thing moving. You have to get to for this many players to get down to try to get down to 2 players for finals. I love the format. You're guaranteed to play at least 4 matches. You're out. You don't have anything to do today except for doubles and side events, and there are many side events to keep you busy. And there's lots of great matches to watch. And then there's the last chance tomorrow, which I will not be playing in because I made a commitment to do. They brought me here to do commentary. They were hoping I would lose. I think they personally, on purpose, they gave me Mochi and people like that to play, so that I could do more commentary. On stream 1, we've got Bill Riles doing the commentary and another great match. We're down to the nitty gritty. The last 9 players they're not the last that are left because there's other people with 2 losses as well as the 9 with 1 loss. But these are the people that have the best chance to get there.
Oh yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm not sure Raj has 1 loss or 2.
Is this from outside?
Yeah.
Something tells me no, he has 1 loss. That's why he's being streamed. That's why he's on this channel. Raj, you can see, is the man sitting at the table, getting set up to play the black checkers.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine.
Oh, he's going to play the red checkers. Some people have a real preference. I'll tell you, I'm not going to tell my secret, but I always have a preference of which color checkers I play. And I'm not going to tell you what they are because if I let my opponents know, they're always going to try and pick those colors.
Ah, you told me play red.
Yeah, it's just dice and seeds.
We will not have an XG feed
I'm only doing this because
No, I don't mind.
because
on
it doesn't
this
clash with
table,
the red on the
but we
red.
do have it on the
So this
first
is-
table thanks to
I don't
Oliver
mind.
Squire and Justin Knoll, who are geniuses at putting these transcribing. I used to be. When I was younger, in fact, I did the transcribing at World Championships in the past. I remember sitting at the table with Falafel and Matt Cohn-Geyer with me doing the computer and doing the input, and it was hectic. It's hard to keep up. They do a great job. Sometimes they actually do have to stop to catch up. The clock is set. They're ready to go.
Good match, sir.
The nuts?
Okay, here we go. Just because I don't know who Hassan is, I would say, and I know Raj is a giant level player, if not a giant himself. He hasn't been playing as much in recent years, but he represents the English team in the team events, and I've seen him quite a bit. I saw him in Trier, Germany, and when I was captain of the U.S. team, and we went to Trier a couple of years ago. It was great, and he was there as head of the. I think he was head of the English team. Okay, double fives. What choice do you have besides making the 3-point and putting an extra checker on the 6? I don't want an extra checker on the 3. So you down and make the 3, and then you decide on the last one. Do you want to spare on the 3? No, because you want to keep your 8-point. Oh, he's thinking about the hit. There is an argument for hitting off the ace, but I don't like it. You do have him outboarded 3 points to 2. There is an argument for that. This is my play, and I go to the 6-point. That's my play. Must be wrong because Raj agrees with me. I think this is automatic. You make the 4-point. Young man seems quite deliberate. A lot of players from Turkey here and Iran. Very vibrant backgammon communities, both. Okay, he's looking for a 4. How would he play a 6-4? He hit on this side. He got his 4. He hits. It's a no-brainer. Nope, there's a dance. That's not very good for Raj right here. Could this be cube action? I don't think it's quite enough. I might be wrong, but I wouldn't double here. I would certainly take. He did double. Okay. I could be wrong. I'm grabbing this cube. I don't see that many gammons here. I think he's going to anchor. Got a checker back. All right, Raj agreed with me. He grabbed the cube. I'm not sure it was a double. That tells me it's a take if I'm not sure it's a double. 5-2, makes the point, comes down. I would not have given that cube. Oh, yeah, he's got a checker on the bar. Slotting is reasonable, very reasonable here. 1 6 2 6 3 6 2 5 and 3 4. That sounds like 12 numbers. That may be too many. I don't think I slot. I think that's an overplay myself, but we'll see. Looks like an overplay to me. He made it. Giving Raj a lot of play in this game. He's going to hit out the ace. Now, if he doesn't perform, he's got that blot on the midpoint. I'm the 7 point. I didn't like that play. I think it was too big, but it was gutsy. It was a great play. We all know it was the right play now. Switch points. Put the second checker up for sure. 4-3 with 2 checkers has got to be right. And the last one is optional. I would probably play 8-7. Make my double 3s and double 5s work. No, that's one too many. He caught him. He came in with 1. Playing legal moves. Very, very big roll for Raj. Wow. That was a lifesaver. I told you it wasn't a double. 6-3. I guess it's out and safe. I think I would have come out there. I understand the play, though. 2 down. Up and down. Where's the... Slot the bar? Where's the 4 if you do that? I slot the bar here. Either that or 2 down. I'm not really sure what's right. I guess giving up the midpoint's wrong. Maybe this play is right. Oh, you can come out. Oh, yes, of course. 4 out. I didn't see that. He came up with the 3. Come on out. The water's fine. Anybody watching got an opinion? We got a lot of people watching. I think come out is right. Good play. That's my play. Looking for a 5, a 10, 11. A lot of good numbers here. Not an 8. That's not one of the good numbers. I think you just bring it in. Into the 4 point would be my play. There's an argument for coming out all the way. 2s and 4s out. 2s, 4s, and 8s. It's not a bad argument for that play. Might just get worse if you stay back. Might make the bar of the 5 point. You might as well try it now. There's 4-5. 2 down. Kind of forced. Hassan needs to perform here. He needs some work here. And he does. He comes in and wastes. Goes to the 2 point or 3 point. I would go to the 3 point. You're about to get attacked here. I don't think I want to block. He's going to hit you with 1s, 3s, 4s, and 6s. I don't like that blot right now. I know I'm going to be hit. I think you play from the back. I think you're leaving too many shots to go to the bar. Too many extra shots. You're not you're duplicating 5s by staying there. You're staying more connected. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I do here, but I'm pretty sure I move from the back. Oh, I lift. No, lifting isn't on my menu. Maybe it should be. Maybe it should be. I don't like lifting here at all. I think you got a big game if you don't get hit. You don't have a big game no matter what. if you lift. This play's fine too. I think anything but lifting is my play. I understand this play, but duplicating the 5s, leaving that checker back. Big roll here, very important roll. And he danced, and see, by not lifting that checker, look at the game that Raj has now. That's why I thought it was really right to keep it slotted. 1s, 3s, and 4s cover. I don't think it's a recube, though, because even if you cover, he's got game. You might not lose your market if he comes in at all. There's a lot of work to do here. I don't think he'd redouble. Nothing wrong with thinking about it, though. Think about it a long time, then you don't double, then if things go a little bit well, you double next time and you might pass. Okay, he agrees. Raj agrees. Obviously going to cover. And the 2, yeah, why not get another builder there? Doesn't really matter if he hits you with the 5 or the 3 on the outside. See how big it is to make that 5 point? Why you don't lift there? 2 5's a great roll. Comes out. Come out and only give him a 1. Oh, you can hit, but I don't think it's right. You get hit back with 2s and 1 4 and 4 4. And not to mention the ways you can get hit on the inside as well. I think coming out's got to be right. Give him a 1 shot. Nice play, Hassan. Must be right because you agreed with me. And he's rewarded. I think you just bring the checker around. Hope you don't get hit. Huh. That plays makes sense. You're more connected that way. The 5s are duplicated. I like that play. I can see it. But you're going to get hit with a 10, maybe. If you don't hit, he's going to leave a shot anyway. If he covers with the 4, the 6 comes across, then you get hit with 2 4 and 1 4. I mean, 1 4 and 4 4. Yeah, I guess that's right. You cover with the 4 and move the 6 around. Sure, now move the 6. You can dupe the 1s by staying, but by giving him the 4 4 is just about the same number of shots, and you're getting closer to home, and you're shooting at him. Yeah, you move the back. No, I don't like this. Plus, it's a stack. I don't understand that play. I don't understand why you wouldn't go to the 13, to the 12 point, rather. And then you'd have a double shot at him now. Oh, no, he's moving 5 too. That's the only play I see. Okay, that's a little bit of relief for Raj not to get hit there. The 2 comes in pretty obviously. Diversify the checkers. It's harder to hit a 10 than it is to hit an 8. But he'd like a 10 here. 10 would be huge. I never understood why players would spend that much time shaking. Victor Ashkenazi does that too, even when he's short on time. And who am I to question Victor Ashkenazi? I'm Phil Simborg. I can question him if I want to. Might be a stupid question, but why waste all that time shaking? I'd like to hear a stupid answer. Of course, he's not just shaking, he's thinking. Counting the race, he's looking at the position, thinking about the cube, thinking about what rolls he needs, how to play them. I still think it's easier to think about this stuff after you roll, as long as you've ruled out the cube. Once you rule out the cube, why not see what the dice are? You save a lot of brain power, wasting time on things that might not happen. I think you keep a checker outside. You don't want to You don't have to run with a 6. I would play to the 3 point. Oh, he doesn't. He's playing for the race. But now this next 6 is going to be a little bit dicey. Is dicey the right term for? Oh, never mind. Now it's a pure race, and you're up in the race. Bring the back checkers in. You're up enough in the race to where you're not trying to hold your opponent. I think you come in from the 8 point. No, I would come in from the 8 point. I'm up in the race. I just race. Much easier to bring it home having 1 point to clear than 2. Yep. And I'd rather have my 2 checkers on the 3 point than on the 2 point for the bear off. Good. Yeah, that's why I would have saved a 6 last time. You're not likely to get pounded, but it could happen. There's pick and passes. There's pointing numbers. That's not one of them. All right. If I were him with a big roll, I run. It's not big enough. Hoping for a 6-3, 5-3, any 3. 3-2 is pick and pass. Do you pick and pass? You leave him a 1-6 and a 3-4. That's 4 numbers. It's about a little over 10%. I think it's the right play. You guarantee your race that way. Gammons aren't a factor. You're not going to win any gammons, but you do guarantee the race if you don't get hit. Or not guarantee, but you certainly help your race. And the race wasn't 100% before this. I think this is the right play. The other play is just ugly. That's the other problem with the other play. Throwing more checkers down low. You're not bringing your checkers in. I would have pick and pass. Again, I wish he wouldn't put his checkers up against the bar like that. You take the checkers that you're going to move and leave them offset a little bit so there's no question of which 2 checkers you moved. That actually is, I believe, the new rule in the United States. When I was the rules chairman of the USBGF, I wrote that rule. And people were pretty much against it to begin with because nobody likes change. But I think most people agree it helps the game. Good play. 1-6 and 3-4. That's it. And you really slow them down for the race. 1-5. There's some bad rolls here. A lot of them have a 6 in them. Some of them have a 3 in them. And there's no 6 or 3 in that. Got to make the ace point heavy. This is not pretty. He would almost like to dance here. Or certainly he'd rather come in with a 4 than a 5. All right, dance is not a bad roll here. 1s and 2s are not good unless they come in pairs. There it is. Just unfortunate that he had the roll that he had. He leaves the fewest shots this way. 11 5s plus a 4 1s. 13 numbers is the least numbers that he can have. Now I see why he's shaking the dice so hard, and he missed it. That's it. Game over, 2-0. Oh hum. Raj had his shot. A lot of game left. That makes more sense. Take them all off. Fairly straightforward game. I don't see anything really glaring by either player. Game over. And Raj gives up. Save your energy for something that matters. Change the score, 2-0. There he goes. I never forget to change the score when I win. All right, when you're leading, the wrong play is to make the 2. You're supposed to do this or run all the way. It's very close. But you don't make the 2 unless you're behind. Hit and up. Good play. I come in with the ace and hit with the 5 off the 4 point. I don't want to let him just have his game. There you go. Nice roll next to the bar. Covers and splits. Or do you slot? It might be right to slot there. I'm not sure that the slot is wrong, although I guess you do split against the prime. And it is a priming position for red. I learned that from Mochi's book. His new book is great. Blitz versus prime, and it helps you with a lot of these plays. And that's what his lecture about was today, but I saw it for the second time. I saw it Novi as well. It's a great roll. A great roll. And that's a cube saver. Coming in and making that anchor saves the cube. Hassan would like a 5. He wouldn't mind a 6-1. There's a 5. You don't make the 3 point. You make the outside point and come up. The 3 point just leaves you too stripped in the outfield. Oh, no. No, I don't think this is right at all. Look at his outfield now, and he's got those 2 checker stranded back. I think this is the wrong idea. This is the right idea. And come up and come up. Come up all the way up to the 20 point. Good play. That's my play. Must be the right play because it's my play. It's in my book. Oh, I forgot. I don't have a book. A lot of people have asked me why I don't have a book. Because I don't know how to write. Hit 2. It makes a lot of sense. Only because there's nothing else that makes any sense. The 1 would pretty much end this game, I think. It gives a really huge commanding position for Hassan. I think I smell a double here. I would double and let him worry about whether he should take or not, because I'm not sure whether it's a take or not. I would be worried about it. I would certainly double because I know my opponent would not like to see this cube. I know you're not supposed to double from the bar. Whoever said that was an idiot. Oh, I think I said that. I would have cubed there. Oh, I like that double. He's going to be sorry he didn't double. Didn't come out. Sliding the bars too much with all those shooters. He doesn't need to overplay the position. I think he lost his market. Double pass now. Can't be too good to double, I don't think, with that anchor. I think he lost his market. I think it's double pass, and the last roll, it might have been a take. Raj is too smart to have any tells. He's not going to let him know by body language or anything else what he's going to do. But I don't see why position, race, and threats. He's got bad position. He's losing the race, and his opponent has all the threats. The only thing that might push him to want to take is the score that he's losing. But I don't think he's losing that much. I would pass this in a rock. Drop it like a rock, as they say. You know you're going to get hit loose. He passed. Okay. Nothing wrong with thinking about it. I think he lost his market there. I think he had a roll. I think he missed a cube the previous roll. Anybody watching there agree with me? Don't hesitate. Don't be afraid to make comments in the chat. I'll watch for it.
So I'm going to reduce time on both sides by 4 minutes.
That's the right play with 5-1 unless you're behind. If the score were reversed, I probably would slot with a 5-1.
Okay. Pause, please. Pause.
Jedi Master BG. Hi, Phil. Hi, Jedi Master. What's a great name.
So I'm going to reduce
I'm a Star Wars fan.
time on both sides by 4 minutes.
There's a run. He's stopping to think about it. There is another play than just running all the way, but not for me. I keep going. Oh, look at that. He's looking for action? Why? Irene discovers. I always agree with you, Phil. Wow. Irene, you must not be a very good player if you always agree with me. I don't always agree with me. Okay. I don't see any reason not to do the double blitz. The normal double 5 blitz, make 2 points. Unstacks, makes 2 points. If he dances, you got a double pass. Nope. Came in and down. I don't think you come out and give him all those shots in the outfield. Oh, there's a hitting possibility here to take away half the roll, but I don't think that's right. I think you just come down, play quietly. But I'll bet this. I'll bet Raj finds the right play. This is my play. Okay, makes an outside point. Makes an outside point. 5-2 works for both of them. Who's winning this race? I guess Black is winning this race, yes. Yes, Black is clearly winning the race, so he should be playing the race. I always consider the get race as part of your game plan thinking. If you're up in the race, you generally should be racing. Unless you've got some special reason or dice that gives you great hitting or priming chances. Well, I would make the 5 point, but this is clean and it unstacks. Not a big thing either way. But I like making the 5 when I can. I wouldn't spend a lot of time on my clock though, either way. Because you're basically going to end up racing in this game anyway. Not a very good racing number. That's not real smart for Hassan. Don't you know you're racing? You should be rolling big numbers. How smart is that? Seems a little early to double here. For one thing, it's not a pure race and it's not easy to bring your checkers home. And for another thing, you're not necessarily winning the race. I think if you counted, it'd be very close. All right, you just bring it in to the 6 point. There you go. Okay, Raj, make a point and slot a point. Okay, he does. If he can clear that back point, he can certainly think about doubling then. Oh, big roll for Raj. That's probably a game winner. Double 6 often is helpful when you're having a racing game. That was a very, very big roll. Does it put him up enough in the race, though? Let's see. Yep, he doubles instantly. 85 for red. $85.95. 10 pips. That's a small pass, especially when you're winning. He should pass this, and he did. Very good. Good double, good pass. I would have passed it also. 10 pips is just a little too much. You might take that if the score was reversed. But even that would be, I think, a stretch. Okay. 6 away, 8 away. You want to comment? You're ugly too. There's a comment. Second opinion. Part of my greatest joy. Double twos. Well, you got to be defensive here, not offensive. You need to make that high anchor. Very good. Again, Joe Sylvester, offense, offense, defense, defense. You're on the defense, make a defensive play. Three, two. 3-2. Not real pleasant. Not much to do here. Just run out. Hope he doesn't roll a 3. You're winning the race by a lot. Try to race. All about strategy and game plan, and you hit them because you're losing the race. Where's the 2? I like it down. I play big. All right, maybe you might want to make a higher anchor or get more outfield control. I don't know. I would run another one down. Maybe because it strips your midpoint, you don't do it. Another checker down right now would have been fun. Wouldn't have helped. 5-3 was good anyway. Point on head. What is he looking at? A double hit? No, that would be silly. Silly. This is not a double hit situation. You want that high point. See why? Because he rolled a 6-4. It proved to be right. All right, now you're blitzing. Only because it's right. A lot of people would have just run automatically with 6-5. You just don't do that anymore. You look around. I like the hitting play. And I think you keep hitting if you can. Depends on the roll. 4-3. Makes a good point. Once your opponent has made the anchor, the blitz is pretty much... That's a lot of checkers on the 5-point, isn't it? And you have a double shot. 6-2 doesn't do it, but you got to run anyway. You don't break your 8-point. That part I know. So it's how you play the other 2 checkers. You can go out to the bar and come up with the 2. You can go all the way with either one of them, but you do not break that 8-point. Oh, I'm sorry. You got the wrong guy on roll. Had it reversed. I thought black had the 6-2. I looked away for a second when somebody made a comment. Okay. I like this play. 7s and 8s and 2s. But he's got that blot. There's a 7. He needs a 2 here or it's game over. And then the question is it too good? No, he got this 2. Big roll and a 6 to cover. That was a huge roll for Raj. That's what they call a cube saver. 4-1 does nothing. Absolutely nothing. Got to come in on the 4, though. Keep them connected. Duplicating 4s by moving up. The other way, 5s hit and they don't do anything elsewhere. Not a fun roll. You can clear the 14 point, though. Looks right. You could make the bar, but you're leaving a double shot. That's too rich. I think that's too rich. 1s and 3s hit, and he's got a 4-point board. That's very rich. Ooh. Big play. Big play for Raj. I could be wrong. I would have cleared the 14. And he gets away with it. Oh, this is tricky. Where's your 4? You come out with the 6. You almost have to hit here. Oh, my goodness. How do you play this? Make the 9 point? Does he make the 9 point? I think you do. Yeah, I think you have to. Give him the double shot outside. I just don't. Well, you could hit with the 6, bring a 4 down. That's another play. Hitting with the 6 and bring the 4 down. That's a lot of blots. 6 blots. Of course, the 4 could come in, but still. I think I'm making the 9 point here. I see the logic of this. I see the logic. You do have him outboarded by quite a bit. You're leaving all kinds of shots anyway. Oh, yeah, you know what? Now that I look at it, I like this play. I like it. That's why you get to move the checkers and look at him. He doesn't roll a 2 here. You got a big game. He doesn't. If he dances here, you got a big game. You may probably have a pass. Yeah. You got 1s and 3s to hit and 2s to cover. It's double pass. Why isn't he doubling? I don't think I'm taking. He's not doubling. He could come up with a 3 and hit with the 1. Make it easier to get those back checkers out. Didn't even look at it. How do you not double that? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Yeah, that's the right play. Now come up with the 3. Yes, he found it. He found it. You know, there still may be a lot of game left if you get hit with a 2 here. I would have doubled, though. Maybe because he's winning. He's shy about the cube. Maybe that's it. Maybe it wasn't a cube. Maybe I'm just wrong. I'm not sure Raj was taking that cube. In and hit. Got to hit. Put that second checker up. You don't want him to anchor. I'd rather get hit than see him roll the 2 and anchor. Attaboy. Attaboy. Good play. Raj really wants it too. There's no covers now. He had the cover before when he could have doubled, when I thought he should double. All right, he came in with a 5. He's still breathing. He's a 10, 11 to cover. 9 is not bad. 9 makes a good point if he wants it. I was thinking of a different good point. I was thinking of the 9 point, but kind of a brittle position for both players. 6-5 covers. And I'm hard-pressed to find another play. You're going to leave a shot anyway. Why not cover? It's not that many more shots. And you're connected the other way. I would have covered. And you have better connectivity with your back checkers too, the other play. Rolls like this give me a headache. This is really not good. You can duplicate 1s all over by running the back checker. Come on, where's your 4 if you do that? Oh, that's 4. Okay, there's your 5. All right, this play makes sense. Now Raj is thinking about the cube. He's losing. That's another reason to double. He's only got 4s to hit loose on the outside. 4s and 8s and 11s. I don't think this is a cube. I would snap it up so fast, make your head spin if it was me being doubled here. And that would stop me from giving the cube. He's going to roll. He does. Good roll. See, he hits it. I'm not sure he'll have a cube after this, even after they hit. Yep. I'm not sure he has a cube yet, and it was a good sequence for him. No, he's only got direct 5s and 8s. A lot of work left in this game. I don't think it's a double. Doesn't cost anything to think about it. A little time on your clock. Speaking of time on the clock, Hassan seems to have used up quite a bit of time so far. He's got 4 minutes left out of his 14. I had no idea he was taking that long. Raj, too, 6 minutes left. How time flies when you're having fun. I can't see a cube here. I just don't see it. For one thing, the race, you're actually about even in the race. And he doubles. He rolls, And he hits and continues. That's it. And again, he's glad he didn't double because he rolled a really good number. And unless Hassan shoots a blank, he's going to have a take. Come in with a 3 and cover. That's my play. Yep. Yeah, he would still take now. That's how much it wasn't a double before. Raj has had 2 good rolls and gained on both rolls and still doesn't have a double. I guess because he's down in the match, he might be thinking about doubling. He does double. I didn't think this was a double. Snaps it up. 5-1. I think this is easy. You make the 14 point. Oh, I would have made the 14 point. I would have come off the back. Huh. Not a pretty roll. I think you have to anchor and just break your 4 point. Got to make the best of it. Nothing else you can do here. Anchor and break the 4 point. That's all you can do. Oh, no. No, he didn't. He didn't. This is very dangerous. He's going to pay the price. Which one to hit is his question. This is no return shot, so I understand this play. Hassan's got a nice board, so he left him the fewer return shots. Just win the race. Ooh, great roll. Great roll for Hassan. And a great roll for Raj. One of his best. 5 primes are very, very strong. They're almost as good as 6 primes. Did you know that? Did you know? There it is. Double 6. Big, big roll. You're winning the race, so you play closer. You want to make it easier to bring it home. Right. Move the front check. No. That's harder to bring home. Move the other checkers. I don't think that plays right. It's going to be harder to bring his checkers home, and he's winning the race. You play for the race. I don't think that was the right double 6. It could really make a difference. It's going to be much harder to bring home from that position. There are more 9s than 10s. So you play inside. That's good play. There's an argument for getting closer to home, but I don't think it's right there. Oops, a 10, but that's not a 10 that hits. Another reason to leave the 10 instead of the 9. Fives are blocked. By the way, the fives are blocked both ways. If he had made the other point, he'd be much happier now. Uh-oh. You just got to run. There's a lot of wastage on the other side. This is very clear. You don't stay there and wait for the shot. If you take into account the wastage, Raj has a great running game, but Raj will get this right. See, there's pick and passes here. You might not get a shot. You're going to have to run next time. Just go. Attaboy. That's got to be the right play. Just be thankful you roll those double sixes. Just smile and be happy. That was a game saver, especially after you've turned the cube. The odds of getting a shot and hitting it were just not that good. Oh, no. Don't even think about a redouble here, especially when you're up in the game, in the match. It would be a terrible redouble, but there's nothing wrong with thinking about it. Understanding the concept of wastage was something that takes a lot of people a long time. Why is it so bad to have those extra checkers on the 1 and the 2? Seems like that's where you want them. Everything takes the checkers off. But when you do the math and you put it in XG, you'll find out that it costs you to have extra checkers on the 1 and the 2. Given the same pip count, you're worse with the checker stack there. That's why the choice and the Heath count and eyesight all give you penalties for that. We're beginning to see why it was right for Raj to run with the double sixes and why Hassan has not had a redouble yet. Very close. It's close. Raj has got an edge here being on roll. That's a big edge. Not when you roll 2-1. 2-1 takes away some of that edge. Hassan needs one good sequence to have a double here, maybe. I have 1. Okay. Even if Raj rolls bad here, I don't think he's got a redouble. Nope. I don't think you can redouble at this score. If you were behind, it would be interesting. Even then, I'm not sure. The score was reversed. If the score were reversed, let me use proper English. I don't think this is a redouble. You do have an edge in the pip count. But Raj would snap it up and have a monster redouble for the match. Nothing wrong with thinking about it, though. If I'm going to use time on the clock, it's going to be on cube action. That's for sure. That's the huge part of this game. It's going to swing it. Ah, the killer roll. Killer roll. That's the second double six this game for Raj. That really, if I were Hassan, I'd be a little bit sad about that. That's backgammon. He's still not out of it, even after the double six. Look at that. He's got an even number of checkers. That means that 2 can really hurt. But the same thing is true for Raj. He's got an even number of checkers, so his 2 can really hurt. Oh, there's the roll. Unless Raj rolls double 4 or higher now, that's game. That's a big, huge swing. That's it. Look at that. 2 double sixes for Raj, and he still doesn't win the game. Why the heck didn't Hassan redouble like I told him to? I'm kidding, of course. I wouldn't have redoubled either. 5-1. That's a monstrous lead here.
I just quickly
That's
go to-
big equity.
Yeah, please go ahead.
75%, 80%. 4 away, 8 away. Probably close to 80%. Very well played by both players. I'm impressed with both of them. I didn't see anything that I would consider a blunder. They're taking a break. Good, I could use a break too. You're not allowed breaks in this tournament unless it's for a bathroom break, unless it's an emergency and you have to go to the bathroom. Otherwise, if you want to take a break, you can, but your clock keeps running. You want to call that a break? I would break the clock if that happened to me. Now, on the other stream, you're on the Ace Point stream. If you go to the Backgammon Galaxy stream, you'll see Bill Riles doing the commentary on another great match. 2 more players I don't know who are doing great, because all of the people I do know just about have been knocked out of the tournament except for Raj and 1 or 2 others. He did. Raj, they had a race. Raj rolled 2 double sixes and lost.
Please, we need to be more discreet. We don't want to distract other players.
Bill, the next round at 5 o'clock? So stay tuned. The next round will be at 5 o'clock. We're going to keep going. Then I think we'll have a dinner break probably. Dinner break for... Okay. So we have a match at 5 o'clock and then 8 o'clock. And then 10 o'clock. We're going to keep going until we get to the top of the tower. The Brochure Tower. Wow. I may not be able to get in there. They have problems with the security for me to. I may not be joining you for the. Yeah, unless we can do it from here. You got to get special permission to be on the team. We'll see. Unless we can do commentary from here. Oh. Yeah. I just think I'll just say I'm Bill Riles, and then you'll be too late. You're out of luck. You have to have very special permission to get in the tower. Patrick's supposed to take care of it. He's trying. Well, they should just cancel the match if I can't do the commentary. Come on, you can't win a race with 2 double sixes? What's the matter with you? Okay, our players are returning. Why don't players use the dice during bear off? I don't understand the question. Why don't they use the dice during the bear off? You mean why don't they use the doubling cube? Oh, the dice rack during the bear off. I see. I don't know. I think they should, out of courtesy to their opponent, so their opponent could quickly see how many checkers have been borne off. I think it should be a rule. I think all the bear off checkers should go into the dice tray. I totally agree with that, and I totally disagree that wastage doesn't count. You could read Walter Trice's book, Backgammon Boot Camp, and many other books and articles that will tell you why wastage does cost you. Given the same pip count, extra checkers on the ace and deuce will mean you will win less, because your average roll is lower because the higher numbers don't count all the time. So it's a weird concept. Took me a while to really understand it, but it's been proven mathematically many, many times. And before the computers, Walter had it figured out just by rolling checkers out by hand thousands of times. So wastage does matter. Extra checkers on the 1 and 2 does cost you. I think you should use the rack just so your opponent knows exactly how many checkers are off. That's a big 3, and the 5 comes down. That's a cube saver for sure. He was getting in trouble there. There's an anchor for sure. Where's the 1? Yeah, that's reasonable. 1's not that critical either way. Is that 5-4 or double 5? That's double 5. That's big. I think you make the ace point here. Get him off the ace point, because everything else is even uglier. That's why. I like this play. And because of the score, Raj has got to start thinking about the cube. It's too easy to take it, though. You have an anchor. You can't get hurt. I would have stayed back with the 2. I wouldn't have come up. I would have played 5-4. I don't want him to go behind me. I'm losing the race. He did that very quickly, too. I don't like Hassan's play there. Probably not a big error. This is easy. You clear the back point. This is it. You don't get hit, it's over. Game over. He doesn't roll a 7 or an 8. Double pass, especially at this score. What else is there? Come on. Don't waste your clock time on this. Oh, look at the clock. Hassan's down to 1.5 minutes. He needs a 7 or an 8 here. Game's over. 7. He's still in the game. Raj wants a 1 or a 2. 1, 2, or 3 to come in, but he's got the 3 to come in and the 6 down. I don't think you come out to the double shot right here. Very good. He didn't roll a 7 or 8 there. That game was over. 6-2 is a very nice brawl. Raj would like to make a point here on his head. There are 9 numbers that make points on his head. 9 numbers that make a point. They don't necessarily lose your market. This can't be a double. Even at this score, this is just too weak a position, I think. Even if he rolls a 9 in safeties, yeah, it's just too weak a position to double. There's too many rolls like this that do nothing for him. This is less than nothing for him. This hurts. Chiriki roll. Yeah, I like this play. He's not that afraid of getting hit here. Might even be good to get hit here. Unless he hits some covers. Come on, you don't have a double here. Ha! I make the 5 point. Make the 5 point. I know it's tempting to hit. There's a lot more game left. The axiom is if you can make the 5 point, do it unless you can come up with a really good reason not to. And Raj would like a 9 or a 12 here. Makes a point. Okay. He's very happy he didn't double now. This is anybody's game. Ooh, double 3's a great roll. How do you play it? That's how I play it. Make the 3 point. Or do you run? With the blot there, maybe it's time to run. Given 2s and 4s, and 4s to cover the ace. You run if you're winning the race by enough, and I think he is. Yeah. I think you do run. Good play, Raj. He's stopping to count the race. Now keep in mind, Hassan doesn't have a lot of time left on his clock. He misses him. Now you count the race and you think about the cube. I think this is very close. Safeties and in. Okay. 3 checkers there, 3 checkers there. It's close. Raj has got an edge on the race, but not by that much. He's gonna roll. Raj is a fast pip counter. He knows where he's at in the race. It's a lovely roll. Comes into the 4 where he wants it. 5 4s, a high enough roll. 8 is the average roll, so you're 9, you're a little above average. That's a great roll. 9 clears that back point, but play the straight race because he's winning. At this score, you got to really be a little bit quicker on the draw to give that cube because you're not going to get recubed too often. So I would count it. I would count it in detail. $75 for red. Oh, I think that was a pass. I was still counting, and it was getting high. I think that was a pass, especially at the score. I'm not sure, but I think that was a bad take, and it may be because he had the clock pressure that he took it. Unless I counted wrong, I think that was a pass, especially winning 5-1. He's not really in this race anywhere near enough to take that cube. I think Raj was up by about 8 or 9 at least. And he took it quickly, too. I think it was a pass. You don't let yourself run out of time like this. Uh-oh. Raj and his double sixes. They didn't help him last time. He rolled 2 double sixes and still lost the race. I don't think that's going to happen this time. I like Raj's odds. I think when this match is over, he's going to look at that cube. Hassan's going to look at that cube and wonder why he took it. And of course, I could be wrong, but I don't think so in this case. That's fairly simple math. And with a huge lead in the score, you don't take cubes like that. Very hard to get into a recube situation when you're looking at a score like this too. So you don't have much cube big. So it's almost like getting a dead cube. Ball game. Two double sixes and he can't win. All right, 5-3. We're getting a closer match now. Making it more exciting for me. I get paid by the hour. I wish. Get paid by the tournament. Okay. 6 away, 4 away. We're getting into more of a tight situation here, more of a normal match situation. The 4-away player, though, always keep in mind when you're 4 away, if the cube goes to 2 and you win a gammon, you win the match. So that's always a major consideration when a player is 4 away. So if the gammon factor is a big factor there. Yeah, and 1 down. What else are you going to do? And 2 down. Okay. Oh, that's a big roll. It's going to be double pass. Unless something good happens here. That's not what I call good. I'm doubling because I'm not sure if he has a take or not. Even though you're winning 5-3, I think this has got to be a... Oh, look how he quickly cubed. Good for him. Let him worry about whether it's a take or not. That's my attitude about giving the cube. As far as taking the cube, I drop it. Behind a 5 prime, not at the edge. Good double, good pass. Pretty standard action to me. Change the score. 3 away, 6 away. All right. It was well played by both. Pretty simple game, I think, though. People ask me how the game has changed. One of the biggest changes since I started is 5-3 opening. They used to laugh at you if you made the 3-point when before computers. Bringing 2 down was the McGirls and Roberti's play. And whatever McGirl and Roberti said was God back then. And still much of their stuff is still absolutely right. Jeremy Begay wrote a good critique of both of their original books, showing about 1/4 of their positions were wrong, but the basic concepts were still very, very valid. We were blessed to have those 2 geniuses in backgammon, and I don't use the word lightly. They're both they're both geniuses, along with Kit Woolsey, Walter Trice, and a few others. I would put Jake Jacobs in that category. A lot of the people in backgammon I would put in that category. Or to quote Joe Theismann watching a football game and they said the coach was a genius. He says, no, a genius. You can't say that anybody in football is a genius. A genius is someone like Norman Einstein. 4-1. Make the 5 point. Yeah, make the point. Yep. Five, 3. Good to come in and hit. I like this. Raj is not afraid to take some chances. This play is, I think you just got to throw the checker in, safety. Yep. Raj would love a 4 here, or a 6-2. He got his 4 and the cover with the 5. Sure, cover. I love it. He's thinking 8. 7, I mean. He's thinking 7. He's not thinking 6-3. That's the roll he wasn't thinking. This is very ugly, but you have to come out and give him the shots. That's right. You've got to do that. And that. That's fine. 1s and 3s hit. It's still not going to be a cube. Even at this score, there's way too much life, and with that anchor, you're not going to get very many gammon, so I don't think Raj has a cube here, aside from the fact that he might miss, and if he hits, he's still not going to win. Oh, really? Maybe the score does push him to cube. If Raj doubled, it's probably right, and I'm wrong. I don't think this is a double. And if I don't think it's a double, I know I'm taken. That's reverse Woolsey's law. If you don't think if you're not sure you're, oh, he passed. Wow. Okay. Well, I sure missed that one. I sure misread that one. I was not doubling it, I was taking. I'd like to see that one in the computer, and I'd like to study that more. But even if it technically wasn't a double, it certainly was right to double when you get a pass. Well, then he doubled quickly. Of course, Hassan's got time pressure. He didn't have a lot of time to think about it. He's got a minute left on the clock, and there's plenty of game left. Ooh, nice roll. Makes the point. Come in. I like this play. I love that. I love that split. Gives you lots of flexibility. Yeah, you might get hit twice, but that's not going to be the end of the world. This is one of those ugly, ugly rolls. You might even hit twice on this ugly roll. You might even hit twice off the 3 and the 2 point. Or off the 1 and the 2. I don't know. This is really ugly. The other play is 2 down. I mean, you could go to the 6 point and bring 1 down, but you're leaving a direct 6, 7s, and 8s. I like the hit. I hit again. Okay, this is fine. Really ugly, ugly roll. Really, really nice roll for Hassan. Make your opponent's 5 point. Go make the 20 point. It's called the golden point for a reason, because it's a great point for you to hold, and now your opponent can't make that point. That's why it's worth gold. All the way up. What else? That's it. All the way up. Six-2 doesn't do anything. Maybe comes into the 8 point. Yeah. I like that play. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, the hit. What am I missing here? Of course you hit. Hit and come up with the back checker. I didn't see the red checker on the red point there. I don't like that, by the way. Of course, the nice thing is there's a monogram on the checkers that helps you see it, but when you have a red checker that matches the color of the points, I lost that checker. I didn't see it. Hey, Bill. Somebody asked me, will that be the highest game of backgammon ever played? I said that's going to be the highest of any game ever played. Except on an airplane. Six-5, you just run. 2-4 back game, fairly well timed. It's a nice game. Double ace is a great roll, cleans up, makes the bar, spreads it out. Okay, he wants to hit here. 39 seconds on the clock for Hassan. 3 hits, 2 down. And Raj would love to play a complicated back game when your opponent is short on time. Raj would like to play a complicated back game anyway because he plays them well. I've actually played Backgammon, which is a huge, deep back game with Raj, and he's very good at it. Raj has got a very good creative mind, very skillful. I hate this double. I think that is a terrible double. Oh, my God. I think at this score, that was a monster blunder. Raj doesn't have a market loser for a year in this position. Even if he'd come in hitting, he got a well-timed 2-4 back game, and he's losing at this score. He's got this cube vig now. That was a huge, huge blunder. I don't care how you weigh it. I'm sorry, Hassan, but that was inexcusable. He must not be very experienced with back games. He's playing right into Raj's hands here, though, giving him timing and giving him the cube. Raj, what do you do here? I don't hit outside. You don't give up the anchor. That's good. That's good. First time Raj gets a double shot, he's going to recube before he swings. Before he rolls those dice, he's going to get a double shot eventually, and he's going to double, and Hassan is going to have to sweat the hell out of that cube. I really, even if the score was 0-0, you don't double this position, especially when you're winning 3 away, 5 away. You don't give this cube away.
No, sorry.
Yeah. It's a very sweet position for Raj to be in from where he was holding this cube. I wish I were playing red now. It's so much fun to play these back games holding a cube when you know you've got a monster recube vig. See, that play is wrong too. I would have made the 8-point without thinking. You want to keep them in a row. You want to block the checkers on the 2-point from coming out with a 6, which has just happened. That was really a very poor play with the double ace. I'm sorry, I don't like Hassan's play here at all. It's not because I know Raj and don't know him. I just don't like those plays. Slots 2 points. You might come up with the 3 to be able to jump out. I can understand that. I think he's got time to do that. I like slotting 2 points. Start making points. Get ready. That double shot's going to come. Raj doesn't mind that at all. That was inevitable. Now, yeah, I like that. You don't want to get hit off the ace and get too many checkers back and get overtimed. I think this young man's going to find out why that was a bad cube very soon. Very soon he's going to find out why that was such a bad cube. Comes out with the 4. He doesn't mind getting hit at all. Matter of fact, he might not hit him if he could. 5-3. What else is he going to do? He has no play other than the hit. Now, does Raj have a double here? He almost might have a recube right now. He's not. All right. Good restraint on Raj's part. I'd have been tempted. It was a little too soon. It's going to happen, though. Raj is going to have his day. I'm not rooting for Raj. I just think it's going to happen. Comes out with the 6. You need to keep your timing. Maybe he doesn't want to give up that point if he uses it to hit later. It's a tough decision, but I think I'm coming out. And down. I'm going to leave the blot. Come down. They're actually both under time pressure now. That's a very good roll to clear. Very good roll. 35 seconds versus a minute and a half. 4-3, make the prime. Okay. Playing back games when you're under time pressure is not a smart way to be. This is the right play. You want to bring him in. Now, again, let's assume that Hassan leaves a double shot. If I were Raj, I'd double before I swing, before I roll. And there's lots of double shots here, including right now. Right now, I'm doubling. Raj isn't even thinking about it. Okay. Because you got a checker off, you can't win the gammon. I would have thought long and hard about that cube. Okay, he blocks 3-6. How about now, Raj? There it is. I would have doubled before the... Oh, he grabbed it. With 2 checkers off, he grabbed it. Wow. Get your builders in play. You want to be 6 away. No, the other one. No, that's right. You can't get to 6 away. Okay. Got to 5 away. It's the next best thing. Okay. Raj needs a 5. He's going to be in great shape here. 6-4 does it also. Makes the prime. Yeah, I did not like the cube action here at all. That's a fine play. He's hoping for a 3 here. 5-1 is also good. Okay. They're both under time pressure. Keeping that in mind. 35 seconds versus a minute and a half. Actually, a minute and a half seems like a lot of time compared to 35 seconds, doesn't it? About 3 times as much. Roll a 3 and it's gin. Or you hit loose, or do you make the point? I don't know. Hitting loose might have given you more ways to come back and get another shot, but if he dances, I guess that stops him from cleaning up the blot. Makes sense. Nice slot. He would like to get hit here. He would like to roll a 3 here. He would cover here. Well, he can't win a gammon, though. That's the bad news for Raj, but the good news is he's going to win 4 points here and be a big favorite in the match. 75% favorite to win the match. Waiting for the 3. He doesn't need the second checker to win, but it helps. Makes you feel a little bit more comfortable, breathe a little easier. I'd stay back for it. I would stay back. And he is not. He's playing for the better distribution. Well, then why wouldn't you come into the 6 point? Why don't you come into the 6 point? Because you don't want to leave a blot with double 6s. Okay. Double 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4. It plays itself. 6-2. I don't like Hassan's cube action in this game at all. I don't think he had a double, and I don't think he had a take on the recube. Oh, don't rule out anybody yet. Although Raj is still a big favorite. We're about to learn why wastage is not good. All those checkers on the ace point. Ha! I'll tell you why those aces are good. That was his best roll, maybe. That's maybe better, as good as double 6. Take off 4 checkers. Wow. Wow. Oh, my God. This could be a bitter loss for Raj if he rolls one more double. One more double, and it's the match. One double. He's got 2 rolls to do it, maybe. Okay, he might get one more roll after this. No, he puts him to sleep. He puts him to sleep. Okay. That's a big win for Raj and well-deserved. I say well-deserved. I think Raj did everything right. I think Hassan handed it to him on a platter.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I need to go to
I wish they would say Crawford on the scoreboard.
Absolutely, go ahead. You have an issue with your neck?
They've got to learn to change the scoreboards to say
yes,
Crawford
I get this is
Yeah.
so that people know and take the cube away. Oh, they're taking another bathroom break. Good. That gives me a chance to go change that scoreboard. We'll change Crawford on the scoreboard so everybody knows.
I will do.
Yeah, that way everybody knows to take the cube off the table. By the way, I'm Phil. How are you? I'm
Hey.
doing the commentary.
Yeah, I know. How are you doing?
Very good. And I always take the cube off the table and change it to Crawford so that
Absolutely.
there's no question about for the fans and for me.
Yeah.
I'm the more important one.
I know.
Who cares about the fans? We care about me, right? You're from Istanbul?
Lebanon.
Oh, you're from Lebanon. That's right. Whereabouts? Beirut?
No, I'm from Byblos. Byblos.
Byblos? And what do you do for a living?
I work here in Dubai.
You work here in Dubai. What do you do?
I manufacture smart cards.
Smart cars?
Cards.
Cars.
Yeah. Cards with chip like Visa, MasterCard.
Oh, okay. Okay, Visa Mexican. Okay, good. I wanted to say something about you. This your first big tournament? Have you won tournaments before?
In Dubai, yeah, the local ones. But
You won the local tournaments?
Yeah.
So you're smarter than you look.
What do you mean?
It's a joke. It's a joke.
I'm in Dubai.
Oh yeah, you both are. He's a little bit too. So I was just talking to the young man, Hassan from Lebanon. He actually lives in Dubai, and he makes cards, credit cards and smart cards. So he's never won any really big tournaments, but he's won local tournaments here in Dubai. So he is an experienced player. But he surely didn't show me that in the last game with his cube action, I must tell you. I think we had 2 blunders there, but it may be because of the time pressure. When you're under time pressure, you do things like that. Maybe it's the general pressure of being this, but you played a lot of matches. This is his 9th match in 3 days, and a lot of backgammon. Could happen to anybody. Maybe I'm being too critical. I think any good player, any good open player, though, would know not to cube that. And I'm not as sure about the recube. He might have had a take on the recube. I doubt it. But the initial cube was just horrible especially when you're ahead. And he got very, very punished for it. I'm not going to go on and on about it. I play a lot of Pasco Gammon, which is a game I invented and named after the great Jim Pasco, which is a great back game where one player starts at a huge, huge back game. And so I'm really familiar with how you play the back games a lot. And there's been a new book that's, there was never really a book written on back games. There's a new one that came out by Alex Ashinian. And I think that Michi's got one coming out on back game play as well. And I think it's important. They say back games don't happen that often. I think they're wrong. A lot of people steer for back games in a DMP. And when you're behind in the match and you're attacking, you often get into back games. And when you do, they're very important because the cube action is huge, as we just saw. The swing on giving the cube and taking the cube wrongly is big. I would also like to see later on if Raj had a double before the hit. But he made the hit and he got the take anyway, so that makes Raj right and me wrong. If you're going to get a take after you hit, then you certainly don't need to give that cube ahead of time. Maybe he was reading his opponent. But I would have passed that cube in a heartbeat, especially at that score. I would rather have the score at 6-6 or 50-50. Now he's only 25% to win the match. He's got to win 2 games in a row. At Crawford, 1-away, 3-away Crawford. Now, the important thing to know at 1-away, 3-away Crawford, somebody said, is the author Alex a grandmaster? No, I don't believe he is at all. He's just he's a doctor in L.A. who's a nice guy and really studies the game, very studious. He's won a couple of tournaments. He's a good player, but I don't think he's a grandmaster. I don't think you need to be a grandmaster to be a good teacher or author. I'm not a grandmaster, and I'm a good teacher. Now, getting back to the score, 1-away, 3-away is like DMP. Gammons really don't matter. If you win a gammon, you just remove your opponent's free drop. That's worth very little. So you play this game just to win from both sides. You don't care if you win a gammon. You don't care if you get gammon. If you're winning, you do care about not getting backgammoned, of course. But that's not something that comes up too often. But I've seen it. I've seen people get backgammoned for the match. Okay, somebody posted it's a 500-plus blunder to take Raj's recube, which is why I cube before the hit. Good call, Phil. Thank you, Pete, for looking at that. Yeah, I would have cubed before the hit because you certainly lose your market when you hit, but you didn't lose your market with Hassan because he made a monster mistake. I'll bet you it's almost a 500 error to give the cube initially when he gave it too. I think he made 2. If we had XG going here, it would not look good. And I'm sorry to be critical, but those are really bad plays at this level, this far in the tournament. He should be better than that, even with time pressure. But he'll learn. This is how you learn. I can't say I haven't made as big errors myself. I made one in a huge stream match. And Mochi gave me a cube in an exhibition match with Falafel doing the commentary where Mochi was almost too good to double, and I snapped it right up. Right in front of the whole world. It's streamed. Anybody can go on YouTube and watch it. And that's far from my biggest blunder. So we've all done it. So if I sound really critical, I have some humility involved that we've all done it. But it's still, when I did it, I deserved to be criticized. I took it like a man. And Hassan, I sure will learn from it too, when he talks to his friends from Lebanon. And when he sees all these matches that are recorded will eventually be transcribed, and I believe they did in Monte Carlo. Every single match that was recorded was transcribed, and they took the records of it, and it turns out they're on a break. Yeah. They're not supposed to break, but they did. They're not supposed to break. They're on their second break. It's wrong. But I did inform the tournament director. That's all I can do. So they recorded all the matches in Monte Carlo, and they put in everybody's PR. And it's not a big surprise to me, but it's a surprise to a lot of people who had the very best, the lowest PR of all the matches that we recorded in Monte Carlo was Chris Trencher. And I'm going to go on record as one of the first people that publicly said that I thought Chris should be on the Giants list. I voted for him, and he made the Giants list for the first time, and he's proven to be a Giant. He's done very, very well in tournaments. He's consistently playing under 4 PR, sometimes under 3 PR, and he's proven to be a Giant, and he's going to go higher on my list next time. And I'm not just touting Chris because he's a good friend, although he is a good friend, but he's also a great teacher. He's part of the Backgammon Learning Center, www.backgammonlearningcenter.com. 25 teachers in about, I think, 14 languages now teaching. And we also teach a lot of kids. I do this quite a bit myself. In fact, that's how I make a living. I'm mostly teaching and lecturing. I can't make a living playing. I'm not good enough. Those who can do and those who can't teach Jim. I think that's the quote. Thanks, Pete, for putting that position in. I really appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
I was confident it was a pass. It was a 500 error to take that recube. And he grabbed it. I guess it's the time pressure. That might have added to it. He has 35 seconds. By the way, when I walked in to change the scoreboard to say Crawford, he said, boy, I'm short of time. I'm short of time. So he's very well aware of it. You're not supposed to take any breaks in this tournament. They're taking their second break, and they've been warned not to do it anymore. They're trying to keep things moving along to give people plenty of time for the next match. We got another match at 5 o'clock. 15 minutes. That's why this was wrong, to take those breaks. But Raj just finished a really tough match, beating Mochi at double match point. I understand that. Double three on the second roll. Depending on the score, this is like DMP. It's real close whether you make your 3-point or make the 10-point. 3-2. Not much you can do here. Yep, that's it. Don't waste a lot of time, guys. I don't want to see anybody run out of time. I don't want to see a win that way or a loss that way. It's not fun. 4-1 is a terrible roll. Yeah, I think you go behind, slot the 5-point. What do you do here? I think I slot the 5-point because it's just such a great point to have. I've got an anchor. It's DMP. Could be right to make the 9-point. Give him just an ace and make a priming play. He's got a minute and a half on the clock. He's got enough time. There's only going to be 1 or 2 more games. But I wouldn't take too much time. Make a decision. Hitting is fine. That's reasonable. Take away half his roll. Hit back is certainly called for. Since gammons don't matter, you can make hitting plays like this. You can make big plays at DMP. Years ago, Stick was one of my coaches. Taught me that you got to play a lot of DMP matches and master it, because it's critical when you get to DMP to get it right, because the match is on the line usually when you're at DMP, and also when you're not at DMP, knowing which play wins the game the most is often the right play. When in doubt, make the DMP play. This is staying, and I like it. You might hit here. You might hit there. I guess not. You got enough of a priming game. Can't get out very well without 5s and 3s. The hitting was tempting for me there. He's going to run. Now, if you don't hit him with a 6, you're in big trouble in this race. I think I like to hit that last play. That's a great roll for Raj. I can promise you, just on the basis of the cube action in the last game, that Raj's PR is tremendously better than Hassan's in this match. And while I'm not rooting for Raj, I'm always rooting for the better player to win, because he deserves it. He's playing better. He studied harder, worked harder at his game, improved his game. I want to see him win. Unless your name is Mochi and you're playing me, then I want to see him lose. So Mrs. Bubble says he thinks Raj is more than 75%. You're right. If you have 2 equal players with equal time, it's 75%. Given the time pressure and the difference in skill, Raj is probably closer to 80%, maybe 82%. That's a very good point. These match equities are based on the assumption that both players are equal and will play perfectly, which is never the case that they're equal and never the case that they play perfectly. Oh, a dance. Oh, dance. Oh, 6-1 makes the bar. Okay, Raj needs to perform right now. And that's not a performance. Okay.
Will start at 5 o'clock. All players, can you check please your table number?
Yeah, in 10 minutes the next round starts, and And these two are maybe, I guess they'll be done in time, but those 2 breaks could hold up the whole tournament. That's why it shouldn't have happened. But they won't have any time between now and the next match, and they both will have the next match because they both have only 1 loss. I believe they only have 1 loss, yeah. Okay. You got to like Hassan's game here. Down and to the 5, yep. Looking for a 9. That's a 9, but not the right 9. The wrong syllables. 4-1, just play it quietly. That's right. Okay. Hassan's a big favorite to win this game, and then he'll double immediately on the next game, and we'll be at DMP. Raj would have a free drop if he doesn't get the opening roll. I'm going a little ahead of myself, though. This game isn't over yet. I'm just assuming it's going to be over very soon in Hassan's favor. I'm not sure you come up with that play at DMP. I'm not sure you stay back there with that, too. That's the time pressure. You think about it more, it might have been right to stay back. You're not worried about getting gammon. You're not in the race, so if you had a real better racing chance, I would have come up for sure. I'm not sure I like Raj's play there. But Raj is short of time, too. He's got to play quickly. He's got 41 seconds on the clock. 5-4 it's not so easy. I like this play. Yeah, 35 seconds versus 45 seconds. They're both under pressure. So we're going to see speed gammon from here on, which is really not good. I've seen so many matches go this way, too. And it's really not smart. At the end of the match is when you want to have more time, because that's when every play is more critical. All right, barring any accidents, we're going to see DMP real soon. I don't think I make the ace point there, but that's okay. It's small. Very small. But I wouldn't have made the ace point. There was no imminent shot. You waste a pip, and I almost want to leave the ace point open to go back for a second checker if you get the shot. When in doubt, take him out. Matt Kongeyer taught me that. Playing in our Chicago Chouette, he said the biggest fault that he saw by everybody is not peeling. Not taking those checkers off when you can. Take them off, you win more games. Even if you get, stay there. Stay there one time. Gammons don't matter, so stay there. What are you afraid of? The guy might roll a 1. Double ones? No. What are you doing? Oh no, the game was over. You point at him and take him off. It's all over. Oh, all right. Wins it anyway, but that double 1. It was just a total game over by switching. That's what time pressure does to you. It's not a big error according to XG because he's going to win the game probably most of the time anyway, but it really was a bad play. Okay. Now it should say post Crawford on the scoreboard. They should put the cube back on the board. Let's do it right. You don't have to rush between games with the clock stopped. Don't hurry so much. Take it to post Crawford. There you go. Move it to post Crawford. Put the cube back on. There you go. Put the cube back on. And then you double on the first roll because your opponent has a free drop. He didn't change the score. It's 7-8. It's 7-8, not 6-8.
Sorry.
They got the wrong score. It's 8-7. You got the wrong score up. All right. Are they showing my match over there too? Okay. Yeah. They had the wrong. They forgot to change the 6 to the 7. There you go.
Yeah.
Correct. We know.
Okay. They got it straight now. Now we're at DMP. Raj took the free drop because he was winning. He was right to take it. Guys, between games you can relax. They rushed like crazy, I guess because it's time for the next round, and they delayed by taking breaks that they shouldn't have. All right. Bring it in and split. Absolutely. 5-1 is a useless roll. It's worse than useless. It's stackage. Just stack them up. Oh, no. Oh, no, I don't like this. You're outboarded. I don't like this play. I don't like this roll. Good play by Raj. Remember, they're both under time pressure. Yeah, I would pick and pass 2 with a 5-2 if they let me get away with it. Not a good roll for Raj. That's the 4. That's it. I'm not sure he shouldn't have come up with the 1 from the back there, but again, we're playing speed gammon here, so you got to cut him some slack. Hit and out. Yep. Three, 1. Come up all the way? No, you stay back because of the score. All right, double match point. You don't care about gammons. 4-2, another useless roll. You may as well make the point. I would make the 3-point here. Good play, Raj. That's got to be my play. 1s and 4s hit. 6-3 makes the bar. Leaves a lot of shots, but I guess you do it. I like Raj's position now. He's going to hit and continue. He might hit 2. He might hit 2 here. It's tempting. Okay. He doesn't need to. He's winning the race. Got to come in with the ace. Checker on the bar. That's what happens when you lose time. 22 seconds left. It was nice of Raj to correct him quickly so that he doesn't use up more time on the clock. Raj could have just let him make the wrong play, tell him later, and kill the guy's time. But Raj is a real gentleman there. I got to give him credit for that. 4-6, in and out. Speed gammon. All right, we got speed gammon. Double 1s makes the 5-point. He wants to hit with a 6 or a 4. Lots of good rolls here for Raj. 6-3, I hit 2. Hit 2. Yes. Yes. He needs a 4 big time. 4! Double 4! Double 4. I think Hassan has a few friends here in town. I think Hassan has a few more friends here than Raj. That was a big roll. I split. You got to split those back checkers. Split those. Oh, no. Split those back checkers. You got to get out of there. That's it. That's the play, Raj. All right. Here we go. 4-1. Hit 2. Hit 2. A 2 is big. A 2 is big here. Dance. He needs a 5 to cover. Oh, no. That's a good play. Split. Split. No. He's got 2 up. Split those back checkers. He should have split that back checker there. He needed to split. Raj needs to come in, and he does. If I were Raj, I'm splitting. Okay, I see that play. I think I would have split there. And I would have been hit. Okay. 1s, 5s are good. 1s are very good. 1, 2, 3 up, and I would lift. I'd lift the blot. He does. You got to like Raj's position here. Hassan was doing great there for a second, but Raj came in, and he couldn't cover. If he'd have rolled that 5 to cover, he'd have been a big favorite in this game. 4-2, you got to come out. That's right. You don't want to throw checkers away now. You'd rather get hit than throw them away. Gets hit. He needs a 6 to come in. A 6 or a 1. He needs a 6 or a 1 here, plus a 2 and a 3. A 2 and a 4. All right, he's alive. I like that play, by the way. He's going to get hit. Lift. 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 Oh, switch. Switch, of course. Absolutely right. Four and 1 comes in. That's a big 4. That's a big, big 4. He needs a big roll here. He needs a 5 or a 6. He gets it. And a hit. And a hit. Wow. We got action, baby. 3-1 is great for Raj. This guy's got more swings than a schoolyard. Double 3s. Bring them all up. Oh, no, you need to bring those more back checkers up. That's a great roll for Raj. I would have brought more of those back checkers up now. Now you have to. You have to. At least bring one of them up. Don't run out of time. All right. 17 seconds. How exciting is this? Oh, that's a bad roll. He's going to leave an indirect. 8 hits. He hits 2s and 6s. He got the 6-5. All right. He's happy to come in. I mean, leave him a 6. That's it. You don't want to leave him double shots. He needs a 6. 6 is big. No. Missed it. Yep, waste. Okay. 7 hits. 8 doesn't, but cleans up the blot. Okay. 7 hits. 6s and 5s out. Oh, great roll. Great roll. Great roll. Puts him right in the game. Nope. He needs a 5 now. 5 is huge. No. He's not dead, but it's pretty bad now. He needed that 5 right there. That double 5 was a big, big roll. Big, big roll for Raj. I'll tell you, with very little time on the clock, I think both of them have played very, very well when the time ran down, especially this last game. I didn't see any blunders. I saw a lot of really great plays by both players. I saw double 5 still in the game. No, that's not legal. There you go. That's legal. It's anybody's game. Hassan needs some. Oh, no, not 4. He needs more than that. That hurt. That's a big, big edge now for Raj, unless he can get some doubles soon. 3-2 is not going to do it. He's got to roll those doubles soon. You better start now. That's not going to do it. Good play. You want to get those checkers off. 3-2, peels 2. Doubles or you're through.
Sorry.
What's happened? Oh, they're waiting for probably the transcriber to catch up. No transcriber. What were they waiting for? For me to catch up. They're waiting for me to catch up. All right, this game is almost over. Oh, the wrong double. The wrong double. These guys are going to be punished for taking those breaks. They have to immediately start their next match. Oh, really? This is a very, very tough position. That's it. That's game. Nice match. Very well.
Thanks a lot.
Very well done.
In the game.
Raj wins a double match point. His last 2 matches, he beat Mochi and Hassan. Hassan played with great power, considering the time difference. He made a couple of huge blunders a couple of games ago in a back game, but other than that, I love the guy's play and I like his heart.
Very well timed back game.
They're not going to do round 10.
Oh.
The next match at the earliest will be at 8.
Next match will be at 8 o'clock. Oh, we got 3 hours. I can take a nap.
Time,
And at my age, I need a nap. That was exhausting, this match.
you win a gamut, you can
Really fun.
and you go
And good sportsmanship by Raj. Raj immediately corrected a play when he was short of time. Raj is explaining stuff to him now, probably about those cubes. But I'm sure we'll see more of this young man. He played with a real good heart and a lot of really good plays. I was very critical of the cubes, but he made a lot of really good checker plays.